gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game. And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the SMU Mustangs taking on last year's national champions, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So SMU's offense will get the first crack at it here. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Takes the easy one to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Back to pass, it's long. Pressure coming. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. The Mustangs will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So TCU's offense will take the field for the first time. And guys, as this year has gone on, it has become harder and harder to ignore the excellence that this quarterback is putting out there each and every week.
Well, the secret's out now, and I think at the start of the year, everybody knew this guy was talented. They wanted to see if he could be consistent, though, and David, he's been that through the first half of the season. So now he's got the target on his back. He's got to elevate his play. Because
he hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Got his man quickly. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively.
Converts on 4th down, still going. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Horned Frogs getting set on 1st and 10. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired incomplete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
And the Horned Frogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Here's the pressure. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Using the quick game. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be chased out of bounds inside his own 20 at the 18-yard line, and a great job of coverage there. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Mustangs moving quickly to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's long. Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Mustangs will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, how about that defense on the snap? They are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Leaves it with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
On the run, still looking. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. The Horned Frogs will punt this one away. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Now this offense is back on the field. Caught in the backfield, it's Stokes. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Here on 3rd down for this offense. They'll go to the ground. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. And the Mustangs will call on their punt team. Takes it on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Teams proving to be special. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Looking for a man. It's long. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Caught in the backfield, it's Stokes. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The Mustangs in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll go back to the ground. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. looking to push the pace with the no huddle. On third down, he drops to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man in the middle. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. And the Mustangs are moving quickly down the field. They'll leave it with him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
The Mustangs in a good spot here with second and short. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield, it's long. Gets it to the back. Turning it on! And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. And the Mustangs with the 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Working that wide receiver screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. From the gun, running back on the move. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's moving out of the pocket. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And that's the problem, man. You want to heat this guy up. You want to bring some pressure, but you see the other side of that coin. You bring pressure, he sees it, he can run, get the first.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. This offense has converted twice on third down on this drive. A third time would put them in the end zone. They'll try to pound their way in. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. The offense trying to find a way on 4th and goal from the 2. They'll run it. Not only will he not get in, they'll stop him behind the line at the 4.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
And the Horned Frogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Looking for a man. It's Dykes. Makes the catch. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Looking to throw again. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
There he goes. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Got it in the middle. It's Ellington. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Horned Frogs will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Chester. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Looking to throw, it's long. Gets it out fast. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Catch inside the 25. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. Reads it, fires complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Mustangs are in the hurry-up. Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. They'll try to get it in with the run. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, SMU. They'll try to tack one more on their score.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back. On the move from inside his 5.
couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Right back to the well. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Off play action. He'll pull it down and run. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
Looking to throw, it's Dykes. Immediately fires to the middle. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. And he will score. Touchdown, TCU.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Mustangs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Quick strike complete. Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5. The Mustangs headed quickly to the line. Gets it out quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion. That last completion sets them up on 2nd down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. And the Mustangs come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The Mustangs will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air. It's long. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking downfield very late in the half. He just missed the target on that one. Gotta put it on his body. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Mustangs will bring the punt team onto the field. The punt is headed out of bounds, and they couldn't be happier about that, given the danger of that return guy. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides to the back. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call the...
Breaks into the open. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. Finds a little space. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Dykes. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quick pass on the fly motion. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks.
So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Looking to throw on 3rd. He'll pull it down. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback in a 3rd down situation, knowing exactly where the first down marker was. It wasn't there open to throw the football. He was very...
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock.
Touchdown, TCU! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the... There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.